I'll be giving you the exposure on the career in defense services. In fact, in Maharashtra, there are a number of institutes who educate or who groom the young ones to the National Defense Academy, engineering colleges, Maharashtra, that is the College of Military Engineering, Naval College of Engineering, Armed Forces Medical College. All these four institutes, they are in Maharashtra and that also in Pune. Today, how to prepare for this, how to enter and why join NDA or Armed Forces career, I will explain you in a basic and picture. Rashtriya Swarashtra Prabodhini grooms every 6 months 400 male candidates as a commissioned officer in the Indian Army, Navy and Air Force. They pick up the boys of 12th standard. But you must prepare because the selection is through the Union Public Service Commission's written test, and if you pass that, there is an interview conducted by the Service Selection Board. Interview is a duration of 5 to 7 days. They test your common sense. Basically, we look, having a good record like a 94-95%, do join the services, no problem. But appearing for this examination, there is no bar of your percentage. I have seen in my last 50 years, even the boy with the 40th% with 38% in 12th standard, he has made the grade in the NDA and today he serves the colonel in the Indian Army. So the marks is not the criteria of testing your intelligence. Over a period, over a time, I will explain you what is that they look into your personality. Once if you know that personality is absent, do take a guidance or a training from the many people like me today are available in Maharashtra. Take the guidance how to prepare. In our oldest time, when I was a youngster like you, we used to plan our career for 8th standard. Our parents would say, you be an engineer, you be a doctor, you be a BSc agriculture. So like that, this was the career was planned by our parents, because I believe there were only two, engineers and doctors. Today, in a defense services, you can become a doctor, you can become an engineer, you can become a pilot, with no cost of fee, no lodging charges, no boarding charges. Practically, the government spends, these are the courses of 4 years, 4.5 years and 5 years. Total expenditure is borne by the government. But in these courses, per cadet, government spends practically about 6 to 7 lakh rupees a year and makes you a graduate from prestigious university, Jawaharlal Nehru University, New Delhi. Apart from this, it has got a good training. National Defense Academy is well known for grooming its gentlemen cadets in the most disciplined and professional manner in the fields of academics, sports and adventure sports and extracurricular activities. He offers you a good career at the age of 20 and half with a good salary to the tune of today you can cross over a lakh of rupees. Plus you are under a group insurance scheme, you are covered for over 1 crore rupees. Plus you have got a canteen facility, leave facilities, plus you have got a family, you have got a pension service and family pension. It's a lifestyle. It also gives you a prestige in the district. It makes you a good graduate from prestigious university, and it's a really pride to be a cadet of National Defense Academy. Apart from this, National Defense Academy is only for the male candidates. In Pune, there is Armed Forces Medical College. In Armed Forces Medical College, the girls and boys, male and female cadets are accepted. There are, once in a year, they accept about 130 cadets, of which there are about 25 to 30 seats are reserved for the women candidates and about 100 to 100 for the male candidates. This is also an institute you can apply for it when you are in the 12th standard, but you have to pass now NEET examination. You have to come in the merit and the option can be given as the Armed Forces Medical College. College of Military Engineering or Naval College of Engineering. In fact, in the Army, there are 3 different colleges at Pune, then Hyderabad and Mahur. All these colleges, the boys who are in the 12th standard, I am talking about the parents, you can notice, boys who are in the 12th standard, and if they get the marks, minimum about 70% marks they aggregate, and in PCM must get 70% marks. But basically I have seen the last about 8 to 9 years, the percentage if you have got 85 to 90% marks in PCM, you can get a call of services selection board interview. Selection is based on not on your 12th standard marks, but to get a call for the SSB, you must have about 85 to 90% marks. And these are the institutes today available, and these are the majority institutes are in our Maharashtra. Do try, it's one of the secure career and excellent career. Now, at the 10+2, there is also a military nursing service. Military nurses are also, they are at par with the doctor's skill and doctor's salary, except non-practicing allowance. Otherwise, they are at par with the male and female candidates. They are all equally treated as a commissioned officers. This is also a career. If you miss this chance, don't get disheartened. At graduate level also, you have the equal chances. Even the girls who have got good height and academic records, well, you can try direct interview to join the defense services. Apart from this, you can also try Armed Forces Medical College at graduate level also with biology as a subject at 10+2 level. So many avenues are available. I am proud from my academy, there were about 13 girls were recommended for a flying branch of the Indian Air Force. With this, there are another 45 to 50 girls. They are also commissioned officers in the Indian Armed Forces, in Army, Navy and Air Force.